Hi guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do our tips for round 7. Still need to do these counts, mate. I'll keep him to do it.
It is your job, mate.
Yeah, so we'll get on to it next week. I've said that for the last 5 weeks. So we got Richmond and Hawthorn at the MCG. Life's pretty tough, isn't it, mate? Richmond Hawthorn. So the Tigers going very well.
Yeah, your life may be tough, mate, but not as hard as Damien Hardwick's, alright? It's not easy for some. I know you got a pretty tough life down there at head office, but look, I think the Hawks will smash them here. Could get even uglier for the Tigers. They had to win against Port Adelaide and they were dismal. They're a team with no method, no confidence, and it's tough times. I've tipped Hawks by 58 points.
But the Giants just beat them by 75 points.
Don't give me that shit.
The Hawks, for mine, by 50 points. I think they generally rebound very nicely after a loss, mate. They generally smash the opposition the week after. That's just what they do. Tigers have a not too bad recent record against them, but be hard pressed to say that will come into fruition Friday. So
yeah,
it's gonna be an ordinary game to watch now. I think about it. But Collingwood and Carlton at the MCG. We'll take that one off the cards there, mate. Carlton getting the job done against Essendon.
Certainly did, and I don't think they'll get the job done against Collingwood. I tipped the Pies by 3 goals. It could go either way. Traditional rivals, they generally fire up for one another, and doesn't always mean it's close. There's been some lopsided performances in the past, but yeah, Carlton were okay today. It was not a game for the history books, but I'll tip the Pies. And points.
I've gone with Collingwood by 11 points. I think they're just a bit of a better team, but they're both pretty ordinary teams. So yeah, very tough. Could go either way, as you said. I think Collingwood's just a bit classier and better use of the footy, I feel. So yeah, I'll go with Collingwood. No real confidence on that one. Geelong and West Coast at Simmons Stadium. Check out our review for a few more in-depth thoughts, which aren't really more in-depth what we're about to say.
Slightly more in-depth, mate. I've tipped Geelong by 13 points, so surely it's more in-depth than what I just said.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure, why not? Go for it.
That's all I got, mate.
Is that it?
Yep, that's all I got. You gotta go to our review.
Geelong by 23 points for mine. Home deck. That's about it for mine. So.
Gee, slim on the deeds.
Yeah, now backline's dominating and we're going well.
Fair enough.
Sydney and Essendon at the SCG.
Swans by 66 points for me, mate. The Bombers they battled pretty manfully today against the Blues, but they just lack that class and obviously lack depth for all the reasons we know. And the Swans got a bit of a test against the Lions, but I still think they're a pretty quality outfit and will be far too strong.
Are they a premiership contender?
Yeah, you have to say so.
There you go. Sydney by 74 points for mine. That'll be too good for the Bombers, who they'll be tipped against them for so many reasons. And Sydney class outfit at the SCG, no drums at all.
So are they a premiership contender, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't hesitate answering. That's all. So. Gold Coast and Melbourne at Metricon Stadium. Plenty going on here as well. We got the Gold Coast smashed by ourselves physically, and Melbourne disappointing against the Saints.
Definitely, but the Suns I've picked by 22 points. Still a pretty decent outfit. I don't know what happened against us. Rodney was fuming after the game, said they're going to have to change a few things personnel-wise and that. I'm not sure when they're getting a few players back. I think a lot of them are long-term, so they won't get any help from that aspect, but the D's continue to be inconsistent, and for a young side like that, travelling is always difficult, so I'll tip the Suns to have a win here.
Nice to know, mate. Yeah, the home deck helps me out again. I've gone on the Gold Coast by 16 points, so they're up against the D's. They're going pretty well at the moment. Disappointing loss to St Kilda, but yeah, their home ground team seems to be my main reason. But they're both not selling me too high at the moment, I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Speaking of good games, Western Bulldogs and Adelaide at Etihad Stadium, sure to be a cracker.
Yeah,
and very tough to pick. Flip the coin.
It is, and just a quick little point, this is an example of, so often you hear media personalities and things like that try and predict 5 games ahead and say, oh, that team's got this side, playing over here. They'll be 0-5. 3 weeks ago we'd be sitting here and we would have picked the Dogs, but it changes quickly.
It does.
All due respect to Adelaide, a couple of weeks ago the Dogs were unbeatable at Etihad and all this. A few injuries later and some not so appealing performances, and we're sitting here tipping the Crows. I've tipped them by 9 points.
You got there in the end.
A long-winded one, mate, but I just wanted to make that little point, so I won't go on any longer. Who'd you tip?
No, well, it's just funny how you said it, not too long, but Adelaide by 3 points to mine. I wanted to tip the Doggies, but at half back line, that drive from there is really hurting them. We saw them live against North Melbourne, and well, I don't think North Melbourne are too much chop. I think they're good, but
Top of ladder side, undefeated, not much chop.
they've beaten Adelaide, mate, at the start of the season at their home deck. That's about all they've done.
Alright.
You take 6-0 against mediocre teams. I just like to see how they go against Hawthorn, a bit of a West Coast in there, and a few other decent teams. You know, a we're good team. Chuck us in there.
Yeah.
So the Crows, their ball movement is exciting at best. I think they'll trouble them in the back line. Their forward line's very exciting. Fremantle and GWS at the main stadium. Fremantle 0-6.
You've seen all those Owen memes. Pretty funny, but
Haven't yet.
yeah, I have to show you. But you know, funnily enough, I thought about tipping the Dockers here.
Me too.
That sounds crazy, I know, but I've tipped the Giants by 20 points just because they were so damn impressive. But I think they'll be that damn good at home all the time. I still think there's the jury's a little bit out away from home at the G, etc. And of course, the Dockers domain is pretty difficult as well.
Yep.
But I think Freo are just bereft of any sort of confidence and just really struggling. And probably the most concerning thing is their good players are playing reasonably well.
Well, yeah.
I know Neil, Barlow, Walters were all pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you, Supercoach Draft, for Sun.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, so
that's all I got for you,
20
mate.
points.
Just the
Cool.
Giants, yeah.
Yep. I won the Giants by 28 points as well against my love child team, Fremantle. They, as you said, they're not much is happening for them at the moment. Fremantle, Giants in fantastic form, look unstoppable at the moment. The only thing that's saving the Dockers is their home deck, but they lost to Carlton there. So let's be honest, they haven't beaten. The Giants have not beaten the Dockers or the Eagles in Domain, which, as you'd expect, they've been growing, and Fremantle and West Coast have been pretty good over the last few years. So I reckon they might notch up their first win.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Gold Coast did, so they should. St Kilda and North Melbourne, Etihad Stadium. St Kilda very good against the D's. North got home in a tight one.
Yes, Saints were pretty good, but I have heard North aren't much chop even though they're undefeated. Somebody said that the other day, but I've tipped North Melbourne by 31 points, mate.
Yeah.
6-0. I don't know how you can think they're not much chop, but there you go.
I went with North by 34 points. Yeah, no, they're alright. I just don't think they've beaten some great sides, but you can only beat who you played as well.
Yeah, I know. I know where you come from.
Just give me sticker, guys. Yeah, the Saints, I think they'll just be a bit out of their depth here. North, very good up forward, and yeah, no, they're a pretty good side when they get going. And under the roof, they love it.
They certainly do.
They would. Port Adelaide and Brisbane at Adelaide Oval. The Lions very impressive against the Swans. Port Adelaide, well, they did what they did against the Tigers.
Yeah, look, I mean, if this is at the Gabba, you'd probably tip the Lions.
I would.
I saw them a fair amount of the game today, and they looked pretty decent against the Swans. I mean, Rockcliffe was much better, and they welcomed Beams back soon enough. They're just starting to get a little bit more continuity in their footy, and obviously starting to play a bit better style, which we, on paper, know they can. But I've tipped Port by 24 points. By no means were they amazing against the Tigers, but they got the job done. And as is the case everywhere, to beat a side on their home ground is a really tough effort in this competition. So it may seem that we tip on location sometimes, but it is so important. It really is. So it's hard to go against a team on their home deck, so I can't hear.
Well, they're not terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Port Adelaide by 15 points for mine. It's just a flip of the coin game, this one, but slightly more in favour of Port Adelaide. I think their home deck will be a big reason for this one. Brisbane, yeah, I nearly think they can win as well. So yeah, I was tempted to tip Brisbane. So yeah, look, they were cut out both sides, and I don't think it'll be a pretty game, but I think Port Adelaide will be just a bit too good in the end.
Sounds good to me, mate.
Cool. Alright, those are our tips for round 7. Feel free to give the video a share and don't forget to subscribe as well, that'd be fantastic. And don't forget to check out our other videos, that'd be great. Thanks for hanging around, guys. We'll see you all next time.